All right, so we're gonna continue where we left off, and because every night there's always new people here, I'm gonna give a quick explanation. The game starts out in pure blackness, all right? The world has ended, God decided he was tired of creation and ended it. But for some reason, this guy lived. And yeah, this is on the screen, he's just a little sprite, but he has a detailed image that comes up when you're getting to combat. You will go around the loop, and he remembers bits of the world. And as he remembers things, like a forest, you put down a forest card, it makes a forest. As he remembers things, they come back into existence. And God is like, what are you doing? How are you doing this? And he's getting mad about it. So as you watch someone play this game, the more of the world is filled in, the farther they are in the roguelike. If you die, you have to start over and the world is all dark again. That's how it works. So right now, the limiting factors. Every loop, the monsters get stronger. When you kill a monster, you get XP. You get enough XP, you level up and you get stronger. So if you don't play any cards that spawn monsters, like a forest spawns wolves, if you don't play any cards that make monsters, then the bosses just keep leveling up and you will never be able to beat them. Likewise, if you play too many monsters, you will get overrun and you will die. So that's a balancing act. However, for every card you place, this bar up here fills up. And at each of these, because this is the final level, that's the first boss of the game, that's the second boss of the game, we're almost there, that's the third boss of the game, and then final boss. We got to the final boss last night, and then died. He's incredibly strong, and we are trying to prepare just a little bit better to be able to do it again. So if I play, I don't know, between 1 and 3 cards, the next boss is gonna spawn. Now I'm not ready for that yet. So, now the actual battle is almost like a mobile game. It's completely automatic. And I'm playing on ×4 speed just so that the screens go by faster. But it's more about preparation. It's more about planning your stuff than, doing it a certain way. All right, so Thicket, we're gonna put this next to the river because the river doubles the strength of nearby tiles. For every Thicket we play, your attack speed increases by 2%. The river doubles that to make it 4%. Now every, 10 forest type cards we play, a village spawns, and those spawn monsters too, so I will destroy that the first chance I get. Okay. Next card is surely going to spawn the boss. Do I want to do that right now? I think I do. We just ended a loop. Alright, so there's the second boss. Hoping I did not just make a colossal mistake. So when I finish this loop, the second boss will be there. Alright, that's a bookery. When we hit that, it will take 3 cards in my hand that I've not used and replace them with random additional cards. I look forward to seeing you play Trials of Mana. That should be a good time. Planning on it this Friday, barring anything messing with that. Okay, Oblivion. This destroys something. Get rid of that village. I don't want that. Cemetery, that's more XP. Let's put that there. Alright, 3 cards change. Probably going to take this and then bend it back up here. Let's bring on this finish. When we kill the book, it gives us some cards. Alright, a Thicket. We'll just do that. Oblivion, nuke that village. You're upgrading some books. Looks like you have something 4 levels higher than what you got. Yeah, this is... I would lose a skeleton, but the skeletons would gain 3 levels. I guess I should. Now my max skeletons goes from 4 down to 3, but they're 3 levels higher, which is painful. So skeleton level plus 0.27, 76% quality. Quality and level evasion. Do I have regen outside of that item? Yeah, alright, I'll use that. Just nuking those poor villages. Well, they're full of, like, wooden Pinocchio-type monsters. So it's alright, it's legal. do one more, and then we gotta turn the river back around. Which is gonna make some fish guys. I hope that's not a problem. Alright, another bookery. Thicket. Don't need those. Another Oblivion card. Do I need to nuke anything? No, I don't think so, so I'll just hang on to it. So they say 3 skeletons is my max now. But they're stronger than before. So we're playing the Necromancer character. Anytime he attacks, it summons a skeleton, but if you're at your maximum, then he'll actually do an attack. And right now our max is 3. See, 26% quality, 0.27. Alright, that is an upgrade over the left ring. Okay. Bookery. Let's put that there. Bookery again. Put that there. Alright, let's start bending the river back around. Which, when the river comes into contact with the road, it becomes reeds, which spawns mermen. Which, not ideal, but I should be able to deal with a small amount of them. Magic. Ooh, so that is +1 skeletons, but I would lose quality. Tough call. Now, I do have a trait right now called Laying Down One's Life, where any damage I take is split between me and my skeletons. So the more skeletons I have, the more it's split. So that can make it to where this would be really good. However, I also see that this is my last item that has regeneration, so my healing will stop if I get rid of that. So I have to be careful of that too. So I really shouldn't take this off unless I am getting regen from somewhere else after. Another thicket. Have to put it down here because the river's gonna go that way. Again, every thicket is 2% attack speed, but if it's touching a river, it's 4%. Alright, let's see. 146, 27 quality, 0.27. Hi, Neovalar! Again, no regen. 81, no. 4.64, no. No. This is... Where's the one I was thinking about? I should lock that there. I just put a lock on that so it doesn't go away. River, thickets. More thickets. Another river. Alright, 159 +1 skellies. That ring has regen on it. Okay, so let's put this on here. Let's put that on there. And then we go back up to 4 skeletons, but we did lose some quality. I'd like to get that back if I'm at all able. So quality, what quality does is, like, this is a normal skeleton with this 2-hand sword. Quality is the chance for it to spawn as an improved version, such as this big tanky boy. So right now we got a 26% chance to summon a super skeleton instead of a rubbish one. Village question mark again. Okay. We're almost back around the loop. Hopefully I haven't made any tragic mistakes. Did you play The Messenger from the people who made Sea of Stars? No, I have not played that. Now, these crossbowmen, I have an upgrade called a watchtower, and anytime I'm within a few tiles of the ending thing, they will spawn and help out. That's why they're there. Is that a village? Yeah, that's a village. Get rid of that. I'm so close to a level up. I've got another talent that every time I put down a card that makes new land, I get XP. But I don't think, unless I play a bunch of cards I really don't want down on the field, I'm not going to level up right now. Well, hang on, Swamp. I'm at 3281. 3345. Was that like 60 XP? So I need like 5 more. What's the forge do? When you pass the forge, it will delete 2 items from your storage, which hopefully you've equipped the things you want to keep. And then it gives you 20 stacks of a buff that reduces incoming damage by a percentage, like 20% or something. So it like makes your armor better for the next fight or two. So I've got the forge there so that it buffs me before the big fight, and I've got another forge right there. Also, it occasionally spawns golems for you to fight, so it does have another effect to it. Ooh, minus 0.8 of a skeleton level, but +1 max skeletons. And again, our incoming damage is divided among the skellies. So that's actually quite decent. Okay, again, if I play just a few more cards. Hold on, Beacon. 3473. I'll probably destroy these later if given the opportunity. There. What's the, let's see. Okay. Card sharp, 10% chance to keep a card after playing it. Counter attack, whenever the hero receives direct damage, there's a 15% chance for skeletons to hit back immediately. Surveyor, each time the hero passes through a tile, he will heal for a little bit for each non-row tile around it. I think counter attack is the play here. Alright. Hopefully we planned well. So, whenever you hit the bonfire, you do have the option of taking everything you've gotten so far and leaving, kind of cashing out, or you can stay. But if you die, you only get to keep 30% of what you gathered. So I'm gonna stay. This is the or almost to the third boss, or this is the second boss. Could you please stop? Oh, I need to move the camera. Hold on a sec. Always when we play this game, we need to move the camera a little bit so you guys can see our guy. I refuse. 2 arms! Summoner versus summoner. Oh man, we are taking damage, but she's dying faster so far. Oh, I just took a huge amount of burst. Yikes, painful. And a failure again. Till we meet again, Zealot. Alright, 2 bosses down. Alright, so we got some loot from her. Let's see, 6.7. Does have regen. I could use more regen. But that'd be going from 5 skellies down to 4. I think I do it. I think we do that. I don't want to go from 4 back down to 3, though. You got kinda good regen? It's not great, though. I have, wait, do I have the healing thing on this one? On the last, no, I don't. That was the last run. The last run I did had a thing where every time a skeleton died, I healed a chunk of health, but I don't have that on this one. Okay. All right, I think that's it for that. All right. River. Alright, river. Thickets. Run before last, he died to a ghost of a ghost of a ghost of a ghost. Yeah, that was some terrible RNG. And we are playing on ×4 speed, so when you see something gives like 1 hit point regen, we're actually getting like 4 hit points per second from it just because we're playing the game on a high speed. Alright, so the question now is when do I want to bend the river to loop it again? To be like... Now, if it touches the road, it's going to get buffed again. I don't know if I want that. Probably have to go here and then cut downward. And then go down from there, and then back up and dead end into that. Okay. I've got another Oblivion. Are there any of those villages that I don't want on the map? I don't think so. All right, let's use
Pictures of Spider-Man!
Let's use the Oblivion to destroy one of the forests I made earlier, because a forest is weaker than a thicket, which is why I don't usually place that card. Put another Bookery there. That one's touching 2 rivers, so it'll be better. Do you want to do a couple more loops just to farm gear? Yeah, I think I do. I'm trying to be careful here. I can do a few more cards, and then I gotta stop. Oh, God! Okay, so that counted as 2 cards going down because of the village. Was not intending that. Alright, so I'm not gonna play anything until I get a thing to obliterate that village. Rip Village. Well, okay, for the people who don't know, it's called a village ? And it actually has monsters in it. There is another village. You know what? I'll put that there. There is another village that's actual people, and they give you quests, which spawns boss monsters, but then they heal you when you pass them. But the A village ? Spawns like wooden people that attack you. Uh, 5.85, no, the number's too low. It's too low. Skeleton level plus 0.18. I really don't want to go below 4 for the number of skeletons if I can help it. Ah, the fishman. Not too bad. Ah, Oblivion. I keep wanting to say obliterate, like it's freaking Exodia. Obliterate! Alright, so get rid of that, and I know I can play a thicket without spawning the boss, because I just got rid of that. Either 1 or 2 more cards will spawn the next one. The witch is healing them. Oh, quest done. One of those was the boss one. Are you going into the sponsor stream blind or doing research first? The Trials of Mana one? Going into it blind, other than having watched a trailer for it. Gonna give you guys the full newbie experience. This is a slight buff to that one. Max Skelly's +1, skeleton level +1 point. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. Alright, Oblivion. Looking at the map. Let's get rid of one of the forest cards I played earlier. And that lets me play another Thicket as soon as I draw one. .29% with 0.27 quality and 0.6 regen. I'll take that over my left ring. Loop Hero is sponsored. To be very clear to the folks talking about sponsored, when I say sponsored, there's sponsored like from companies, and there's like sponsored from my Patreon patrons. I've got a Patreon tier. It's a fraction of what companies pay for, but it's basically someone in the community really wanted to promote a game, and they paid for the night to put it front and center. And we've got Loop Hero was one from the other day, but I liked it so much I kept playing it. Here I am trying to beat the game. And then this Friday, we're trying Trials of Mana. But I don't have like a corporation breathing down my neck to do it just right or something like that. Here's the Thicket I mentioned earlier. Got a wardrobe. So many cards. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I'm tabbing out for a second, so it's gonna go dark for just a moment. Santa Spud Filter. Yeah, 'tis the season. All right. Let's see. No. Maybe. Hold on. What is this? 29% quality with +1 skeletons. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, nice. Max skellies is now 5. So now we occasionally get... as far as I know, these ones in the back row are invincible. Like, I've never seen them die, except for when, like, God says no, and then they all just get destroyed. Alright, so Oblivion, this forest, which now we know we can play a Thicket without spawning the boss. Was that the last forest card? I think it was. Is there any more villages? Like, village question marks. I don't think so. I think we're good. Oh, you know what I can do? I can nuke the empty treasury and put a Thicket there, which will get double buffed by those rivers. So now the question is, when do we commit to fighting the boss? We're really not anywhere near a level up, so that's not going to be anytime soon. Right now, Hylian says. So at this point, if I can't play any more cards at the moment, or I spawn the boss, so if I'm just stalling, we're hoping for item upgrades and doing a little bit of farming. The only farming we have is anytime we pass a loop, we do get a quarter level to our skeletons. However, that just barely helps keep up with the monsters. And then we get 3 to our maximum health every time we kill something that has a soul. Which is most monsters, but not all monsters. 6.98 plus 0.81 regen. No, that's worse. No. 7.39. That is also worse. That's a little tempting. Lose a little magic shield. Lose a skeleton going from 5 to 4, but increase the chance of summoning the better skeletons from 25% to 50. I think I'll do that. And then we get all the weak ones. So like that's like the tank skeleton, and that's the higher level version of the DPS warrior, the claws. Those are from the quality things. How many games are you currently juggling? Is there a set amount you try to maintain? Yes. So I do morning streams and evening streams. I try to do one game during the morning streams, and during the evening, because it's a 5-hour-long stream in the evening, I try to do half of one thing, half of another. And right now, the exception is Guild Wars Tuesday and Mutiny Monday night. Now, so on Mutiny Monday, we usually play the Riftbreaker. I'm actually the streamer that streamed Riftbreaker the most for 2023. Chat, I got to talk to one of the developers this morning. I sent him a message, and I was just trying to, like, grease the wheels a little bit. And I was like, hey, my name's Mukluk. I just wanted to introduce myself. I really love your game. Here's a, picture of how much I've streamed it. I showed them the stats page, and I was like, I think I streamed it the most in 2023. That's not me trying to brag. I'm just trying to show you that I'm really passionate about it. I love your product. If there's any community events I can do or anything like that to help you guys out, I am interested. Please consider me. And I was really like diplomatic about it and stuff. I'm summarizing to you guys. And the guy messaged me back this morning, like he had just gotten back from a holiday. He's like, I know who you are. And he's like, yeah, I really appreciate what you do. You're awesome. Keep doing it. Also, he's like, as you know, we're working on multiplayer. I'll make sure you get some beta keys when it's in a good condition for you and some other people to play it. And also, I'll get you into the preview for the upcoming patch. I was like, that's awesome. Thank you. So I got to talk to him this morning. It was so cool. So yeah, cool Riftbreaker stuff is one thing. He's like, he flat out said, he's like, I would get you into it now, but it's a mess right now. He's like, it's really laggy. I'm like, I can wait. It's fine. I can wait. But yeah, it was awesome. It was cool just getting a response at all, and it was cool that it was amiable response. But yeah, so Mutiny Monday, Riftbreaker. Tuesday, I usually do Guild Wars 2, my roots. And then I do one game in the mornings and then 2 in the evenings. So right now the morning game is Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. The evening game we have so many rivers in our hand. Oh my god. The evening game is finishing Loop Hero, which we might finish tonight, and Spellforce. Those are the evening games right now. So anytime one of those finishes, we plug another one in its place. Looking at our loots, just a moment. Take that. There's the golem from the blacksmith. Oh my god, so many items. 613. Ooh, that one's tempting. 7.32. Alright, so that would be a loss of like 0.7 skeleton level. But gain a 5th skelly. But lose like half our regen. I think we keep the regen. We don't have the healing trait this run. We didn't get it this time. But yeah, I try to juggle one morning game and 2 evening games. And then, Guild Wars 2 and Riftbreaker are just kind of like always there in their time slots. So that's it. That's my schedule in answer to that question. Alright, I'm gonna pass go and then just start slamming cards down. Let's see. 7.71. 7.7. My current one's 8. Okay, no, my current one's better. 209 with 29% quality. That's an upgrade. 80% of the games I own in Steam now are because of your stream. Honestly, I think that's awesome. I think that it's cool that you got similar tastes with what I have. Oh wow, I could have played more cards earlier. Okay, so I was 3 cards from spawning the boss. I thought I was 1. I was 3 away. Let's put a bookery there. Level 14 weapon. That's a lot of levels. That's 10.6 skelly level up from 8. All right, so